Good morning, beloveds. I don't think I'm all here this morning. It's Wednesday. I got my hair washed. And that's it. It's like I washed everything out. I'm like, no brain today. Which is good because the title today is I Am Spirit. So, it is August 12th. It is Wednesday. Our title today is I Am Spirit in the 365 Science of Mind. And that's a good thing because I may not be much else today. There's a spiritual body that cannot deteriorate. This spiritual body is already within you. As much of it appears as is recognized. Spiritual perfection always responds to your consciousness, but it can respond only in such a degree as you become aware of it. It is because of this inward perfection because this inward perfection is so insistent that you maintain a physical body. And because you are an individual with volition, you can, as it were, hang a curtain between your physical life and its spiritual cause. Spiritual realization helps you withdraw the curtain. Every statement you make about your body or belief you hold about it, that causes the mind to accept spirit as the substance of the body tends to heal. Say, I realize that there is a divine presence at the center of my being. I let this recognition flow through my entire consciousness. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in this realization. I am now made vigorous and whole. I possess the vitality of the infinite. I am strong and well. Every breath I draw is a breath of perfection, vitalizing, animating, and renewing every cell of my body. I am born of spirit. I am in the spirit. I am the spirit made manifest. All right, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's start off with there is a spiritual body that cannot deteriorate. I mentioned Goswami yesterday, and so I'm going to go back to Goswami because his book, The Quantum Doctor, really is pretty amazing. His goal is to create a link between science and healing, effectively, and medicine, science, between religion and science, religion and medicine. One of the fascinating things about the Eastern healing traditions is what I will call them. The difference between Eastern and Western medicine is in Western medicine, we treat the symptoms. We don't necessarily head at the root cause of whatever's going on. And in the Eastern one, they are all about root causes. Let's get to what's causing this. Let's not just treat the symptoms. But they also treat the whole person. They treat the mind. They treat the body. They treat the soul. And so that's what he's talking about today. Is our physical body is a reflection of our mind and our soul, our spiritual body, what Amit Goswami, Dr. Goswami, would call the bliss body. Think of it as a blueprint. It is the perfect blueprint of you. Now he has 5 bodies. And I never remember one of them, so I'm not going to name them for you. I recommend the book Quantum Doctor to you. And that's what he says, is sometimes what spontaneous healing is when we have that open moment where we can reach all the way to the bliss body and go, yes, and pull it into our material existence. And, but he also explains how healing can take time because we've got this perfect blueprint in spirit, as Ernest would say, and it takes time to filter down into our physical experience. Now, please do not spiritually bypass and think, oh, well, I've got this spiritual blueprint, I'm not good enough to pull that perfect body down to me. And don't blame yourself for any conditions that you may be facing. Again, that's called spiritual bypassing. Please don't do that. Because we have a perfect blueprint, but we are also in a material relationship with the world, and the world's messy. So don't blame yourself for, those problems. Just know you have one more way to go at healing. This spiritual body is already within you. As much of it appears as is recognized. And that's what I was talking about. Are you willing to have that body? Are you willing to do the work to get that body? And when I say the work, I'm talking both spiritually and physically. We have a responsibility to take care of ourselves, to eat right, air quotes, to eat right, to exercise, to get enough sleep, to do those kind of things, as well as accept that there is a perfect body. Spiritually. So spiritual perfection always responds to your consciousness, but it can respond only in such a degree as you become aware of it. Ernest says that about everything. Your consciousness is the key. So if you want to be healed, are you willing to do the work? Are you willing to do the spiritual work and the physical work and the mental work to get there that you need to do? Doctors are a part of that. Medicine is a part of that. Surgery is a part of that. It's all included. It is because of this inward perfection. It is because this inward perfection is so insistent that you maintain a physical body. And because you are an individual with volition, you can, as it were, hang a curtain between your physical life and its spiritual cause. Yep. You can get in your own way. And you can get out of your own way. Spiritual realization helps you withdraw this curtain. Every statement you make about your body or belief you hold about it causes the mind to accept spirit as the substance of the body. Every statement you make about your body or belief you hold about it causes the mind to accept spirit as the substance of the body tends to heal. So, what self-talk are you talking to your body? Are you telling it how wonderful it is, how well it works, how every organ is doing its job just perfectly? Or are you berating it and deriding it and telling it how awful it is? Listen to your body self-talk. And then make the adjustments as necessary. So he says, say, I realize that there is a divine presence at the center of my being. There is a divine presence at the center of your being. You are made of God's stuff. I let this recognition flow through my entire consciousness. Absolutely everything. There's nowhere that this divine presence doesn't belong. Because there's nowhere it isn't. It's just how much are you willing to recognize. I let it reach down into the very depths of my being. I rejoice in this realization. There's no power greater than gratitude. Because gratitude is another word for love. I am now made vigorous and whole. I possess the vitality of the infinite. I am strong and well. So, you rejoice in this realization. You are made vigorous and whole. You possess the infinite, the vitality of the infinite. We are now strong and well. Every breath we draw is a breath of perfection, vitalizing animating and renewing every cell of our body. We are born of spirit. We are in the spirit. We are the spirit made manifest. So our mission, should we choose to accept it today, is to recognize that there is a spiritual body at the center of our being. Oh, let me try that again. Our mission, should we choose to accept it today, is to recognize that there is a spiritual body at the center of our being that cannot deteriorate. And apparently I am losing my words, so I'm going to get off. But not without saying, as I always say, do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself today. Do what you need to do to engage your mind and your body, to get that fresh air, to get that fresh perspective, to make it a wonderful day for you. Open the windows to heaven and open the windows of your soul and let the breath of heaven in. Open the windows of heaven. Since I'm going to mix my metaphors today anyway. All right, beloveds. Have a wonderful day. It is hot, so drink plenty of water, which is maybe why I'm a little screwy today, because it was a hot walk. Have a wonderful day. Know that Reverend David will be on with you around 5 today. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And as it is Wednesday, if you will check your emails from CLC, I believe that the Living the Science of Mind book study has started. And I think you can drop in and out of that one. And it starts at 6 p.m. Central Time. And that is going to be led by by practitioners Monty and Shirley. That is a fantastic book. I love that book. So feel free to join in on that and have a good time. All right, beloveds, have a wonderful day. And know that you are the beloved child of God in whom Spirit is well pleased.